Welcome to Advocate with Dr. Rufus Lowe, where we aspire each and every day to eradicate the silence of good people who allow bad things to happen. And in doing so, we can together provide a new and glorious path forward for all. Our conversation will be based on the teachings of my latest book entitled Shadow Tolerance, Your Guide to Accepting Racial Difference. Shall we begin?
When I first heard about the Epstein Files a few years ago, I kind of brushed it off as just another wild conspiracy theory tangled up in political agendas. I figured it was one of those stories that sounded much too bizarre to be true, the kind that people latch onto without solid proof. So I ignored it, shaking my head and wondering how anyone could believe such things. But recently, something shifted my perspective. I noticed how strangely the president behaved when questioned about Epstein. His evasiveness and odd reactions made me pause. If someone in such a high position was acting that way, maybe there was more to the story than I had previously thought. So, curious, I decided to dig a little deeper into the Epstein case. What I found was frustrating, to say the least. Not because there wasn't enough coverage, there was plenty of that, but because the media seemed to stop short of asking the hardest questions. For instance, why was one person currently, or only one person currently, in prison for such horrific crimes? And that one person just so happened to be a woman. Considering the reports of hundreds, thousands probably, but basically hundreds of victims, mostly minors, where were all the other perpetrators, the men who supposedly abused these children alongside Epstein? It just did not add up. So what exactly was the Epstein Files? From what I gathered, these files seem to hold names and details that could implicate many powerful individuals. But the real question is, why are these names so fiercely protected? It feels like there was a deliberate effort to shield certain people from public scrutiny and legal consequences. Could it be that crimes committed by influential men carry less weight in the eyes of those in power? Or, even worse, is there a twisted belief that the victims somehow asked for it? Which, of course, is utterly ridiculous. The fact remains that while the media debates over how much of these files to release and how to protect the victims' identities, a crucial issue, no doubt, the bigger picture often gets lost. Behind the scenes, countless wealthy and influential men linked to Epstein's network seem to live their lives without fear of being held accountable. They continue to enjoy their privileges, play golf at exclusive clubs, and maintain their reputations, while the survivors of these crimes struggle for justice. The silence around these Johns is deafening. It's as if the system is designed to protect them, prioritizing their status over the truth and the welfare of the victims. The lack of transparency, the lack of accountability, sure, it raises serious questions about justice and power in our society. When those at the top can evade consequences for such heinous acts, it undermines faith in the entire system. The Epstein Files, then, are not just about one man or one case. They're a window into a much larger, a much darker reality where money and influence can shield even the most terrible of crimes. And until that changes, the story won't be fully told and justice won't truly be served.